Good day, YouTube. So we are here with Yelan, and we obviously leveled her up. We've got her weapon, the R1, Aqua Simulacra. The talents are 9/9, and obviously a crowned Depth Clarion dice. Absolutely gorgeous. We've got all the constellations, but that'll only come into play a bit later on. So we need some artifacts. So some of the artifacts that I actually prepared for her is 2-piece Heart of Depth. So I'm just going to go here to Kokomi Clan, or like the Traveler, and just sort of quickly swap it out. So this is more or less what I had in mind. This is just my first impression build of what I would think. So you'd want lots of HP and HP substat, lots of crit damage and a bit of energy recharge. Let's just see, where is the next one? There's like an HP stand. So this one is pretty terrible. We only have energy recharge, so definitely lots of room for improvement right there. And let's just quickly look again for Kokomi Clan, the hydro damage bonus. Again, HP and crit damage, that's what we want. And then finally, let's see, we've got another little Heart of Depth, so giving us a bit of additional, I don't know if we need the extra crit rate, we'll just see, and then of course the crit damage with the HP substat as well. So our Yelan is fully sort of kitted out and prepared. So this is more or less what she looks like. 58 to about 215, 61, about 130 energy recharge, so pretty much not too broken. I think this should be mostly relatable to many players and so on. And let's see whether this actually does quite a lot of damage. I'm quite curious whether the HP percentage, whether we shouldn't at the end make this HP percentage as well. Although I probably would need to farm for one of these. Perhaps like use something like this and then just swap around. We will see what the impact is, and who better than to have little Masanori right here. And let's spar, and we're just going to see what Yelan does. So first of all, Breakthrough Bob. Okay, 10,000, it's not too bad. So there he is. Let's just do a quick tap E. Okay, 36,000, that's not too shabby. Breakthrough Bob. Okay, that's a critical Breakthrough Bob's about 18,000. And let's just see the hold version. Does this do anything more? No, this seems to not really be changing anything. Alright, so just get some particles going for our Yelan. Breakthrough Bob. Oh, wait, can he... Oh, we can actually break him. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, now this is where the fun's going to become. Let's go, Masanori. Alright, so she's got a damage. Okay, that's not too bad. Now I want to see what the damage ramp's going to be on Kokomi. Holy crap, Kokomi is hitting like so much harder though with that damage ramp. That is really cool. Okay, so that is about the equivalent of... That's not too bad, like with Kokomi. Okay, what happened to my Breakthrough Bob there? Oh, listen to the sound effect. Okay, I'm an idiot. Boom! Alright, so she's going to definitely have like a very fast like playstyle and so on. So you want to sort of do this, get your Breakthrough Bob, if it resets, and then smack him, go into your Clarion dice. Yeah, this is already way stronger than Xingshu. Sorry, Xingshu. And let's just quickly get a damage ramp. Oh yeah, Kokomi is doing some damage. Yeah. Okay, so what are my initial impressions just from that? Honestly, I really love it. I love the fact that you can just do a quick like sort of like gameplay like this. You quickly reposition yourself, quick charged aim shots, then you can do all sorts of things. Absolutely awesome. I really love it. I really do like the character. I've not played her on any sort of beta server and so on, so this is really truly my first impression. Absolutely gorgeous. I love the sound effects, and I think the damage from what I'm seeing right here is pretty much good enough. You guys saw my video on Xingshu versus Kokomi and so on, and definitely Yelan, as she is right here, is doing way more during her elemental burst, so that is quite nice to see. Some things to note: she's obviously not going to work with Bennett, since most of her talents here, or the ones that actually matter, only scale off of her max HP. Now, this is just going to be a quick test, so because I know a lot of people might be wondering what happens if you actually replace the hydro damage bonus with something like an HP percentage sort of stance like this. So obviously her max HP is going to go up, but I think you guys will note that she's probably going to do a bit less damage. So let me just see if we can actually sort of just quickly demonstrate that right here. And the reason she's doing less damage is because of the fact that your base is sort of lower, so you lose out on the hydro damage multiplier. Since you've got like only a 15, so there's only like 1.15 multiplier. Yeah, there's only a multiplier of 1.15 in the Genshin damage equation, whereas if you give her the hydro damage bonus, this becomes like quite a bit bigger. And I think you've got a higher base but a lower multiplier, which means your overall damage might actually be less than if you had lower HP but a higher hydro damage multiplier. And we'll just sort of quickly see. So breakthrough Bob. Okay, that was a non-critical hit. And see, okay, so we just need to wait for it to sort of trigger. I think if after 5 seconds she's off the field or something like that, she gets it back. These are just plain charge shots. Where's my breakthrough Bob? I'm not even seeing it. Oh well, give me some particles. I swear that jellyfish is so OP. Alright, so yeah, that's quite a bit less though. Okay, so this is the charge shot, so that's not really going to do anything. I wonder where's the breakthrough Bob? I think she needs to be off of the field for like 5 seconds or something like that. Wow, RNG is not really looking kind to us. Yeah. I was actually hoping to see more of the breakthrough Bob. Come on, Yelan! There we go, there is the breakthrough Bob. Yeah, I do. It's hitting for way less than it's supposed to. Okay, so just quickly see how this is gonna do. Yep, you guys can see it's not that 8,000. Oh yeah, Kokomi, if I pair this with a very decent Venera set, like Shred and so on, Kokomi is gonna hit really, really, really hard. Right, everyone, I suppose we should be talking a bit about Yelan team comps and so on. Now, I've got no opinion on Vaporize like Xiangling and Hu Tao, because I don't care, I don't use those characters. You guys that have watched my channel, you know we are much more of a taser specialist. So the types of team comps that I would run with Yelan would be something like a Sucrose, a Fischl, a Yaimiko. In terms of like complete like F2P, you can see here there's no constellations. You could run a sort of Diona, Sucrose, and Fischl like variant with a lot of elemental mastery, and then see how the reactions can sort of take it. Yelan herself does do quite a decent amount of damage, so you should be able to clear at least the current Spiral Abyss with the sort of team comp. But if you do need a bit of extra power and so on, you can replace Diona with something like a Xingshu. Then you'll have all of the energy issues resolved with Yelan, and then you can have Sucrose as being the primary sort of taser driver, which can be really, really fun. But yeah, that is sort of how I would play it. But you guys know me, I'm going to primarily play Kokomi and Yelan together, and this for me makes the most sense. Because I kind of like the fact that Yelan and Sucrose can give Kokomi a very nice damage ramp, and then we have Yaimiko that just sort of does all the off-field damage. Yelan quickly triggers Electro Charge, and Kokomi is the primary driver. That is sort of my sort of take on it. Other people will give you other opinions, other people will do some nuke showcases. I don't really care about that. What we're going to do is just sort of quickly showcase how this little team does, and then that will be a sort of wrap for this video, because I'm actually itching to get into the Spiral Abyss. So this will be the end of our initial impression. So let's just quickly freeze him. You can see a very, very quick freeze and so on. We get the particles and all of that. Let's just wait for Masanori to put up his guard, and then we'll start off the proper rotations. You see, I'm just sort of waiting for that. So initially you would sort of put little R's, you'll freeze like this, quick lifeline into Sucrose, animation cancel. You can do this with Oz. There's like so many ways you can do this. And there we go, here's Yelan, and then you can use her, or you could use like Sucrose as the primary driver. I would use Yelan from time to time because you do get that breakthrough bob, and it is kind of powerful and so on. But as you can see, this team can clear very, very comfortably. Of course, you do need like a relatively well invested Yelan and so on, and there's like different ways in which you can play the rotations and so forth. But this should be the peak potential of what you can achieve as an F2P Yelan main. So yeah, the next video will be about the Spiral Abyss and so on, and then we'll actually sort of put it into a bit of a more practical team comp. Thanks for watching. Cheers.